I have a feeling people walking into this movie blind, not knowing what movie they're going to see, are going to be really confused at the opening title. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is The End. The End is beyond everything else. It's a musical. It is directed and co-written by Joshua Oppenheimer. This is his first narrative film. He previously directed the documentaries The Act of Killing and The Look of Silence. And this is his first narrative feature. What is The End about? It centers on a family of nameless characters. It's mother, father, son, girl, various mother, father, and a son, and some of their friends who have come down. Basically, what happens is the family owned or the father owned some kind of electrical grid business that caused that he was trying to do for philanthropic reasons, and it eventually ended mankind. And now the family is living in a salt mine underground after the world has ended, and are trying to deal with one another, this very, very extreme domestic setting they find themselves in, when all of a sudden, the son in particular has not had a lot of people his own age, and it's getting to be that to interact with, until one day, a girl, known simply as the Girl, played by Moses Ingram, finds her way somehow into their salt mine hideaway, and eventually sparks fly between the son, played by Georgia McKay, and this young woman, played again by Moses Ingram, much to the chagrin of the overprotective parents, played by Tilda Swinton and Michael Shannon, and their lack of trust in mankind also leads to various issues. Will these two young lovers be the key to the future of mankind, or will this very, very, very strained family of erudites bring them all down? Also, it's a musical, an original musical. It's one of those. And yeah, this is the story of what happens after the end of the world. Let the all singing, all dancing, all apocalypse, review begin. So here's the thing. The End is a weird animal because, first and foremost, I feel like I'm going to be on the more positive side of the critical spectrum here. But at the same time, The End is tricky because it's one of those films that a positive review for it and a negative review for it can give the same reasons why someone likes or dislikes it. This is a movie that I think is often beautiful, has wonderful moments in it, and is quite beguiling at times. It's also kind of frustrating and head scratching. And I don't know. I do completely understand if this is not going to be. When I say, like, this is not for everybody, I completely understand if some people downright hate this movie. Because it is a movie that is very much a rejection of the way that most people watch these kinds of stories. It is intentionally, how do I put this? It's a very pretentious film, and I think that some people who have a low tolerance for that are not going to like it. Also, the musical numbers are intentionally kind of not big and brassy. They are sung by people who are, for the most part, not professional singers. Although I think that Georgia McKay and especially Moses Prim, or Moses is not Moses Prim. Damn it, that's Prim's Cinema. Moses Ingram, my bad. They're both really good singers. But speaking of that, you should subscribe to Prim's Cinema. It's fantastic. One of the best channels on YouTube, honestly. But no, Moses Ingram are really good. I think that their singing is, for the most part, solid. But I do think that if you're not on board, this is the kind of movie where if you're not on board within the first 20 minutes, there's nothing in it that's going to get you on board with it for the next 2 hours and 8 minutes. That's the other thing. This movie is 2.5 hours long. And all of 2.5 hours. And I think that this is really a case of this needed to be trimmed by at least a good 20 minutes. There's editing choices I wouldn't have made. There's there's storytelling choices I definitely would have made, especially when it came to how the film concluded and the way that it sort of rushes to the finish line. But at the same time, there are things about this movie that I truly loved. There are things that the performances and characters and moments in this movie that I think are just wonderful. And wonderful enough that I actually am going to recommend it, but with the stipulation, and give it a pretty strong recommendation, but with the stipulation that it is a frustrating movie at times. It's not a perfect film. It's not going to be one of the best films of the year, but it is a really good film overall that I think could have been great. It could have been one of the best of the year if it was edited a certain way better. It's visually stunning. The filmmaking is terrific. But, if there were choices made that were different, or it was, not quite as self-indulgent. But that being said, overall, I enjoyed this film for what it was, and enough to not go all the way, but go pretty far, as the song says. I'm going to give The End 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is not one of the best films, the very best films of the year, but it's one that I liked an awful lot, and I think that, I know I'm going to be in a small boat on that, but I really admired what this movie was doing, enough to kind of have it carry me through to the end of the end, if you will. So yeah, The End, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Sorry about my dog. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. Talked about it, looks good. Presents. Talked about it, looks good. The Brutalist. Not only have we talked about it, we've reviewed it. It's up here on this channel. A Complete Unknown. Talked about it, looks good. We are seeing it in a couple weeks. And was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. We will be back later today for a review of Elton John, Never Too Late. Later tonight for White Christmas, the 70th anniversary. And more to come tomorrow, including Interstellar 10th anniversary and AMC Screen Unseen. So that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Love you all, classes missed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. What it does, that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles, it really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything at either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of The End? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Big mouth, extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.